Hello, friends, mathematicians. We have come to the last 4 math riddles of the Grapes of Math. I hope you have been enjoying reading this book with me, and I hope that you are practicing good strategies. Remember that kind of the point of this book is to help us not just count one by ones, but look for groups, repeated groups, and practice maybe some multiplication or repeated addition to efficiently get answers. So these last 4, I really want you focusing on that as we're working on these riddles today. Look for groupings. And these aren't always going to be just simple arrays, okay? There's lots of different ways to group, especially this next one that we're going to, the first riddle that we're going to start with today. So really look for different ways to group them. And also, as you're finding those, think about all of the different ways you could write those groupings in a math sentence, okay? So really thinking about how to look for the groups and then turn your thoughts into a math sentence. So as you do that, share this with someone in your family. Share your answers and share your thinking about how you grouped things, not just the answers. Remember, we're not just looking for the answers, we're looking for your ability to share your thinking, okay? So here we go. Let's jump right in. These are our last 4 Grapes of Math. Here we go. Okay, so remember, I'll read, and this one is this one has many different ways to group it, okay? So I'm going to read it kind of far away, and then I'll get it real close and say pause, and you go ahead and stop, and that's when you do your math, okay? So here I go. I'm going to hold it so I can see it, then I will make sure to share it with you. Scallop surprise! One of my favorite seafoods. If you like to eat seafood and shellfish, you should try some scallops. They're quite delicious. Scallop surprise! Well, scallops on the beach look great. I'd rather see them on my plate. Unfortunately, it's their loss. They swim their best in butter sauce. How many scallops in this bunch? Count them quick, it's time for lunch. Find a group that does repeat and add them up and we can eat. So I'm going to read that last sentence again. Find a group that does repeat, add them up and we can eat. So as you look for all of the different ways that you could find repeated groups, okay? Lots of different ways to think about that on this one. Find a group that does repeat, add them up, we can eat. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause here. And there you go. All right, I'm really curious how you're going to think about this one. Okay, so we're going to go on. That was a great one. It made me want to go to the beach, and it made me a little hungry. All right, here we go. Flying seeds. What are we going to be talking about here? Looks like some watermelon. Flying seeds. So I'm going to read it, then I'll hold it up nice and close. Flying seeds. When summer days are really hot, a watermelon hits the spot. With every messy, juicy bite, I spit the seeds clear out of sight. Can you count each little seed? Here's a hint that you may need. It's best to pair them slice by slice. Find a sum and add it thrice. I'll read that again. It's best to pair them slice by slice. Find a sum and add it thrice. That means add it 3 times, okay? It's best to pair them slice by slice. Find a sum and add it thrice. Okay. That should have been a good time for a pause there. Best to pair them slice by slice. Find a sum and add it thrice. So think about how you would share your thinking in a math sentence. Okay, going on. 2 left, only 2 left. Here we go. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. Okay, I'll read it and then I'll scoot it nice and close. Lots of different ways to think about this. Okay, here we go. When you're a bug, you must beware. of danger lurking everywhere, a sticky tongue right on your back. Soon you're just a tasty snack. How many beetles do you see? Count them fast before they flee. Here's a little helpful fact. Adding quick. Adding's quick when you subtract. Okay, I'll read that last part again. Here's a little helpful fact. Adding's quick when you subtract. How many beetles do you see? Count them fast before they flee. Here's a little helpful fact. Adding's quick when you subtract. Okay, so now's the time to pause. All right. Man, that one's kind of tricky. All right, our very, very last riddle. I've really enjoyed this book. Okay, another beach. Another beach. For the birds. Here we go. Before you have too big a clan, it's good to have a housing plan. Instead of building one big nest, lots of small ones may be best. How many eggs are in this batch? Count them quick before they hatch. Here's a hint you can't ignore. Adding's fast with groups of 4. How many eggs are in the batch? Count them quick before they hatch. Here's a hint you can't ignore. Adding's fast with groups of 4. Okay, so go ahead and pause. How can you make groups of 4? Good. What would this problem look like in a multiplication sentence? It's kind of a tricky question, but what would it look like in a multiplication sentence? All right, friends, that is the very end. The last couple pages are just the answers to these, and I think you'll get your own answers, so we don't need to look at those. All right, Grapes of Math, I will see you next week for a brand new Math Read Aloud. Bye-bye.